Happy New Year to everyone that has subscribed to me last year. It is now January 7th, 2025. As some of you who follow me will know, I took a pause from YouTube for about the past month and a half, 2 months, roughly because I am taking the channel in a slightly different direction. We're moving from Smart Sites to something else, which will likely start sometime between April and May. We're kind of working on that in the meantime. We will continue with Smart Site content throughout the YouTube channel, but in the meantime, what we're going to do is put the channel in a slightly different direction when it comes to online education content, but we'll still be doing food and travel content as usual. Now, a couple other things that we're going to be discussing is cryptocurrency and where I see the bull market going in 2025. There's a few people who have been asking me, so I'm just going to make a short video about that. Now, we're going to have that towards the end, so be sure to stay until the end. And I'm also going to talk about the 90-day challenge. If you remember, at the end of September, I had a 90-day challenge. I'm going to give you guys an update on how that went as well. Currently, if you'll notice, I am in Medellin, Colombia. I am enjoying it very much. It's not like a lot of people said where they're saying it's dangerous and the people are this and that. I think that it's been absolutely incredible, and I'm going to share my experience with that as well. We have a lot of new content coming. I'm also taking quite a bit of training on YouTube. So what I'm going to do is get right into it and show you exactly what we're going to be doing into 2025. Now we're going to discuss what direction we're going to take the YouTube channel. Now, the reason that I paused the 90-day challenge is because we're going to take the YouTube channel in a different direction. We've actually been killing it in the HVAC industry, and what we're going to do is niche down into specific HVAC clients. We're still going to be doing our white label and working with general clients as well overall, but our main focus is going to be working with HVAC companies moving forward, and so we're going to change the channel name to Travel with HVAC Marketing, more than likely. Once we get the agency to 20 or 30K a month with only HVAC clients, then we'll start teaching you guys how you can do the same thing as well. Now, that's not to say we're not going to teach you how to sell smart sites and give smart site education, but what we want to do is show you guys how you can build more recurring revenue as opposed to selling smart sites one time and then doing maintenance, hosting, etc. It's going to be much more profitable for you, and you're going to be able to help people a lot more. Now, on top of that, since we paused it at 45 days, we're going to continue with the same method that we were doing, because after that 45 days, we realized that we were able to double our subscribers in 45 days. We did what we did in roughly a year and a half in only 45 days. So that's a massive improvement. That's a major win right there. Although a lot of people grow a lot faster, that's a lot faster than I was growing at the pace that I was moving. So that's the direction we're going to end up taking the channel moving forward. I only am doing this because there's a few people, maybe a handful or so, that are asking me about cryptocurrency, a few that have actually invested in crypto due to what I have mentioned to them. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. This way you're not worried about what's about to happen, and I don't have to tell everybody everything individually. So what's going to happen in 2025 with the cryptocurrency market? So more than likely, if history repeats and what it's looking like currently, like I said, we're in the beginning of January, so we have two ways that this is going to go. One, we might see crypto start pumping by the time Donald Trump gets in office on January 20th. If you notice, when he got elected at the beginning of November, the market started going absolutely crazy. For those of you that I reached out to, hopefully you did invest when I did suggest right before the election. I'll actually pull up some messages now that I showed people, like, hey, you need to get in right now before things pump. Some people did, some people didn't, from what I know. Now, outside of that, even if it doesn't pump when Donald Trump gets in on the 20th, I think that it's going to be going crazy. If not by the end of this month in January, by the middle of February, we'll have roughly, let's say, 2 months of pump action between the end of January or the beginning and middle of February to the end of March or the beginning of April. Then we'll likely start to see a downturn for a few months before we have one more big leg up at the end of the year. One of the reasons that we're likely going to go down sometime between the end of March or maybe mid-April is likely because, one, people have to pay their taxes. There's going to be a lot of liquidity that's taken out. This way people can pay their taxes. But two, that's how it usually has worked in previous bull runs as well. So what I'm going to do is likely start taking out, if not by the end of March, sometime by early April, just to be safe. Although it can run a little bit longer than that, I just want to be safe and take my money out around then. And then what I'll end up doing is waiting until we seem to have a downturn, and then I'll probably put 25 to maybe 40% of the money that I've made back in crypto when I feel like we're going to have the next leg up. And then I'll probably take the money out sometime between the end of October and then maybe the end of November. We'll have to see how the market is looking. Now, there are people saying that it's possible that we do even have a run up even after next year, because they're saying that Trump is going to end up buying 1 million Bitcoin over the next 4 or 5 years. And in January 20th or so, Gary Gensler, who has been suppressing the crypto market due to overregulation and trying to give people a hard time, is going to be resigning. So these are some major bullish things that are going to be happening that are going to be good for cryptocurrency as well. But with these factors, I'm not going to be focusing on those. I'm going to focus on the 4-year cycle and what has happened in previous bull runs. I might leave 10 to 20% of my money in even until the next bull run, just in case anything happens that I don't want to miss, or even so I can end up getting in case there's certain coins that will still outperform outside of the current bull run trend. So that's basically it for this video. I wanted to give you guys my opinion on what I think is going to happen in crypto, what direction we're taking the YouTube channel, as well as the 90-day challenge results. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.